Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia, and if you're new here, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. How you doing? Get comfortable. In today's video, I will be discussing a couple tips on how to be successful as a mental health tech in the military. The number one thing is to ensure that you are remembering empathy is at the core of this job. It is so important to be empathetic to the individuals that we encounter, as most times you encounter individuals at their most vulnerable points. Asking for help is it shows strength, but it can really feel like you're not strong. So when individuals walk through the door of the unit that you work on, it's important to be empathetic, to try to put yourself in their shoes and remember that they are there ultimately to get help for something that is going on in their lives. The second thing is to create a morning routine that fills up your cup, because when you are in this career field, you are doing a lot of pouring into other people. It's natural, and if you chose to be in this career field, most times you are a naturally giving person. So you want to ensure that, especially in the morning time, when you're getting your day started, that you are pouring into your own cup, that you're making sure that you drink your water when you first get up, that you're making sure you take time to take care of your skin and your body, that you're fueling your body with something beneficial and helpful to fuel you to get through the day that you have up ahead. You want to make sure that you're pouring into yourself spiritually. So whatever your spiritual practice looks like, including that into your day to day. You want to ensure that you are mindful of what you're listening to. And are you listening to something? Are you a person that loves music? Maybe you want to create a playlist that you listen to vibe to get yourself hype on the way to work. Maybe you want to listen to affirmations in the morning on the way to work. Maybe you just want to ride in silence, let the window down, and feel the air. If it's not raining, of course, then keep your windows up if it's raining though. But you want to feel the air on your face. You just want to do whatever you need to do to fill up your cup as best as you can each morning. That also includes giving yourself enough time to get up to be able to do all these things to fill your cup. One thing that I find that really helps me is to have at least like a 10 to 15-minute window in the morning when I wake up to when I get out of bed to start stretching, where I just am there and allowing myself to naturally, fully wake up and get there. And I also sometimes or I just turn on a little episode of The Office in the background, or a New Girl, or Insecure, Abbott Elementary, just one of my favorite little shows to just make me smile. Oh, shout out to Schitt's Creek too. Yes, those shows. Okay. The next thing that you want to do is to make sure that once you get off work, that you decompress. Do something to decompress. Maybe it wasn't a very strenuous day that you don't think, but maybe it was. Or just allowing yourself the space to decompress from getting off work to moving into the next role in life that you have to do, whether that's a student, a spouse, a parent, anything. Once we get off work, we usually like being a worker, and then we go into the next role of our life. So just ensuring that you take the time to do something to decompress, whether that is parking your car and getting out and going for a quick walk, or just standing in the sun and getting some rays, or maybe you have another separate playlist that you listen to when you decompressing from work, where you can just sing and get it out, or maybe just listen to your favorite podcast, or whatever it is, just doing something to decompress that's just for you. The next thing that you want to do is ensure that if you're new, you are studying your career development courses, if you have those within your branch. make sure that you are utilizing the time to better yourself and prepare yourself to complete your upgrade training in a timely manner so that you can, get eligible to promote and set yourself up for success, because your career is ultimately in your hands. The next thing is look for ways to progress in your career. Yes, going to work and working is great, but if there are other avenues that you find that kind of pique your interest as well without burning yourself out, be sure to try to include those things as well. Whether that is volunteering or working on trying to start. When I was a baby airman, I was like, man, it's not really anything like fun or like ways that we can decompress, together. So I created a morale committee on a unit where we literally just planned events for anybody that wanted to go, and it was things that were fun, where we're not about to sit around and talk about work. We are getting out, we are getting active, we're going bowling, we're going to drive go-karts, we're going to do things that are fun and that just allow us to breathe, remember that we are human beings, and pour into ourselves more, because I did work on an inpatient unit at the time and it could be stressful. So just making sure that, and that allowed me to be able to add that to my yearly evaluation. Like, this is something that I did, that I took charge of. Was it fun for me? Yes. Was it work? Yes, because I had to plan things and things of that nature. But at the same time, it was not only benefiting me, but it was benefiting those around me. And therefore, it really made me feel good. And it was a way that I was able to help myself set myself up for success when it came to my goals that I wanted to achieve, when it came to upgrading and promoting and things like that. So you just really want to make sure that you are making sure that you remember you are a person, number one. You want to make sure that you remember that you are serving people who are in a vulnerable state, regardless if they come in angry, because let's remember, or let me put you on game. Yes, anger is a valid emotion, but oftentimes anger is the easiest emotion to show, and there is a secondary emotion that's underneath that's probably the emotion that they're struggling with the most. So a lot of times when people are coming in angry, it's because they're afraid, or they're coming in angry, it's because they're hurting. And sometimes anger is just the easier way to show it versus coming in and just being vulnerable, because being vulnerable is scary. But remembering to be empathetic and remembering to, when it's time to get off, you leave it all at the door and you go home and you decompress and you get to yourself and your life, and you go from there. And then you just get up and you do your morning routine, pouring into yourself, and you live to fight another day. Now, I hope that you found these tips helpful. If you are new to the career field of mental health, drop down in the comments, how is it going? If you are coming up on starting a career, maybe you're getting shipped off to training sometime soon, drop down in the comments to let me know how you're feeling about it. Were you excited that you got this job? I hope so. And yeah, I thank you for tuning in to this video, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, love, peace, and blessings to you all.